Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for purchasing. Nope. For tuning into your general read. I'm tripping. I don't know what to tell you. For this, I've been pulled towards this deck, so I'm going to use this, the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. I feel like things are already pulling in, but I don't want to mix the energy here. So let's get this done quick. The supportive oracle cards, the Angel Answers oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Like, I'm getting already pulled here. Like, I've already shuffled, so let's get these right out here. It's feeling like, yeah, well, all right, there we go. Oh. I do feel like this is good. All right. So, I feel all right. I feel like this is why this is pulling in so fast. This is something that you want. I feel like this is something that you very much want. I do want to give a warning right off the bat, though. I do feel like the situation is going the way you want it to, but the other side might be resistant and a little slow to match your energy. You'll see at the end here. I do feel like this is good. I just feel like you need to be aware that, like, the other person might be a little startled or nervous for whatever reason. Now, I'm going to be fair. This is not one of my love readings, but this does have a very strong love tone to it. Does not mean it's held to that. It doesn't have to be that for you. But there's definitely a lot of passion, a lot of emotional investment on your side. You do have the Ace of Cups here coming near the end on your side. So, not to ruin the whole reading, but you have the Page of Cups going into the Two of Cups, and then you end up with the Ace of Cups. You got the Opportunity card here. You got a lot of good things happening. I feel like it's just being aware of what the other person's going through, and you can be okay. Because going into this situation, you have a lot of hope before it even actually happens. I'm getting like you're looking at this and you're excited to be a part of this. I do feel like for a lot of you this does have a romantic connection. I know this is not a love read. It doesn't have to be pigeonholed to that or whatever you want to say to that. I'm probably using that word incorrectly. But you were excited getting involved in it. Before you even got involved with it, you were excited to do it. You wanted to it. You wanted this. Because I'm getting you're the one going forward and you're starting or initiating a conversation, and I'm getting that's where everything starts. The Page of Cups happens. I'm getting you're very alluring to the other side, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be romantic. Like if it's a business situation, you're saying things that they very much like. You're looking very good to them. If it's romantic, which it really feels like this is for a lot of people, the other person is just like eating you right up. They love it. They love it. Now, I am getting, this is interesting, as this comes in, perfect timing for the other side, like it hit right at the right moment, you're catching them at the right time, whatever the situation is, the way you're presenting yourself is right on point for what they need to hear. Perfect. And I'm getting, as this moment passes, and you're going forward, I'm getting you're reinforcing things, you're keeping on it, you're keeping communication going. You got the King of Swords. You're very strong. You're keeping you're keeping the ball rolling. Okay. Because I'm getting this first initial reaction, moment, conversation, whatever you want to say, that leads to another situation into which the Page of Cups becomes the Two of Cups. Now, if it's romantic, like I'm getting this is a great time. If it's business or something else, like things are clicking in exactly the way you want to. What you want is what the other side wants. Bam. It's great. Everything's perfectly together. Everything goes forward. It seems without a hitch the second time, whatever this thing is. Now, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. And it is birthing an opportunity that is happening. And I'm getting you're very, very excited about this. You have the Ace of Cups. That's on your side in the mental state. Like this is exactly what you wanted. You're overflowing with joy. You're like exactly what I wanted. Exactly how I wanted this to go. be it romance, business, whatever else you got going on there. Now, the reason I'm saying this is what it looks like, this is how you're feeling, that's what's actually happening. That is what's actually happening. The other side has the moon card. Unresolved situations. Okay, hold on. Things are not all a slam dunk on this side yet, but they're going forward with you as if they are. I'm getting this person, if it's a romantic thing, this person has other loose ends they need to tie up. If it's a business thing, they have to get either they have to get some documents or they have to get some approval or something else here has not been finished yet. Because I'm getting the other side's going forward with you. They're completely going forward. You're happy, but they're not completely ready, but they're going forward as if they are. Now, you did come forward in a time with perfect timing here earlier because they were very conducive and open and ready. And that's true. That was perfect for that time. But when it came around again, they jumped forward. They jumped the track a little bit. They jumped it's almost like they warped ahead a couple streets or something, or a couple towns, because I feel like they jumped forward because they were excited as much as you were, and things were on perfect timing for what you started this at, for where it seemed like it was going originally, but I'm getting the other side jumped ahead, they jumped ahead, and they're not completely ready. They do want this. They do not want you going a different direction, and they do want you, whatever it be, romantic, business, whatever it is, they want you. They do want you very strongly, and they just want you to see them in the same light you're seeing. They're seeing you. They want you. They want to match your energy. Let's put it that way. But they're not completely ready. I'm getting they're not completely ready. That's the moon card. I'm getting. It seems like they are. They're agreeing with you and going forward with everything they can, but they're not completely ready. There's something this side has to finish up, or they have to finish something so this can actually go forward. Now, this is going to go on for a few months, but I do feel like it is going to go your way. But I'm getting for a few months, it's going to seem a little crazy, because I'm getting at some point after this opportunity, it becomes very apparent to you that they're not ready yet. And you're like, oh my Lord, what have I done? I feel like you're worried this is a big mistake. This whole thing's going to fall through. I feel like that's your first fear. This is what's happening between you and the other side. I'm getting the other side is regretting going forward so fast because they weren't ready. You're regretting getting involved because you're this is going to fall apart. This is just a bad start. But I'm also getting the other side. This is on the other side here, is fighting for it. They're not letting it pass by. And they're I know I'm too far ahead. I jumped the gun and I'm sorry. But don't worry, I just got to do this, this, and that. Or if it's business, they're telling you what they need to do. And they're just hold on. I can make it happen. I can make it happen. If it's romance, they're I'm very sorry. I'm really sorry for the overlap, if that's what it is. But I'm wrapping that up. I have to do it a certain way, and this is why. And they're explaining to you what they got to do. And I feel like they're fighting to keep you engaged. And I do feel like it's working, because you got the Fool card here. I'm getting you're just kind of I'm just going to go with it, because you're already emotionally invested. You do want this greatly. You want this just as much as they do, and you're giving them the chance to actually make good on what they said. And it feels like it goes over a few months. See, I'm getting this Fool card here. It goes over, you give it 2-3 months tops is what I'm getting. 2 feels better, to be honest with you. And you're letting them know, you got to have it in line within 2 months. And okay. I feel like you're just that's more than enough time, but that's all you're getting. I feel like that's what you have to say. I don't know if you're as harsh as I am with it, though. You might be a little bit more, I'll give it 2 months. I feel like you're more palatable than I am. I have a weird feeling. I feel like you're saying it a lot better than I am. The truth is, when that time period moves up or moves through, it's either where it needs to be or you're moving on. Because you got the Fool card here. If it's in place like it should be within that time frame, you're only going to give it a couple months. But I do feel like you're going to give it a couple months. If it's in perspective where it needs to be, you're in. It's going forward. I'm getting it within a couple months. If it's still not exactly where it should be yet, I'm getting you're moving on. It's kind of like you're giving it a couple months, but you're not giving it beyond that. I'm getting for the majority of though this should go your way, and they're actually kind of telling me no matter what way it goes, it's going to go your way because I don't feel like you're going to stand for it if it's not, and that's actually going your way. Like if the situation is not palatable for what you need it to be to progress forward, you're moving on from it, and that is actually things going your way because you're not standing for it. I'm still feeling like you're not gruff about it, but you're moving on from it. You're just kind of quietly disengaging. But if things are where they should be, where they should have been to begin with, then it's working out for you and you're very happy about it and you're moving forward effortlessly. I'm getting either way it's going to work out to where you're going to be okay. You're going to be I feel like you're going to be happy with either outcome. You would definitely be more happy with things going your way, but if it doesn't seem like it's going to go the way it should, I'm getting you're very pleased with yourself for letting it go. And you're handling it, very well. You're looking at it like, you know what? I gave it an honest shot. Things didn't go in perspective the way they should have been. I'm moving on. And I feel like you're, within this 2-month time frame, because I'm feeling like it's 2 months for most of you, you're seeing how the situation really is. Because if it's going into line the way it should be, you're feeling really good about this. You're like, you know what? People aren't perfect. I'm not expecting people to be perfect. But this person made good. And I have a lot of confidence in that. It's not about making mistakes. It's about taking care of your mistakes. And this person did. I'm very happy with that. But on the other hand, if they don't, you're like, I didn't see the effort there. I didn't see it happening. And I'm moving on. And I feel very confident. And, I'm feeling very good about that. And I'm moving on. So they're telling me either way it's going to work out to your favor because if you're one of the ones where you're moving on from it because it didn't pan out, I'm getting it's because life lesson learned. Like you've learned from the past. You don't like to move on from things just on a split moment, but you gave somebody a chance, they didn't pull through, and you let it go. Life lesson learned. And you're very proud of yourself for that, and you should be. Are we good? Good. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.